Good afternoon, girls and boys. It's Julie coming to you from the Amherst branch of the Cumberland Public Libraries. And today we've got another really fun painting activity. And we're going to make these beautiful multicolored flowers. And you could do these on paper like I've done it, or you could do it on a canvas if you're looking for something that you want to keep a little bit more permanently and hang on your wall. But look how beautiful they are. Look at all the different colors. I love anything that's multicolored. So when I look out in my garden and I see flowers in all different colors, it just makes me really happy. So I thought I would show you how to do these today. And this paper is still a little bit wet. I just did it. So I don't want to hold it up too high because I don't want the paint to run. But the cool thing is you don't need a lot of paint. You just need some different colors. And you need two things to do, actually three things. You need paper, you need some paint, and you need a balloon. Have you ever painted with balloons before? This is a really cool thing. You could use either a balloon, or if you have rubber gloves at home right now, because of COVID, we have lots of different things in our house that we don't usually have there. So your moms or dads might actually have some rubber gloves, and you could do the same thing. If you don't have balloons, you could just blow some air into a rubber glove and then hold the fingers on one side and the end of it, and then just do what I'm going to show you with this. So first we're going to start with the paint. And usually in flowers, not all the time, but usually in flowers, you see a little bit of yellow in the center. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add yellow to the center of our flowers, and then we're going to build out some colors around them. So I'm going to use a little bit of purple, and what I'm doing is just adding little dots. The important thing to know for this one, you don't need a lot of paint. When I did those ones, I actually used a little bit more paint than I needed, so it kind of it's going to take a little bit longer to dry because there's lots of paint. So basically you need just like a little drop of purple, and try and keep the colors fairly close together, because if you're going to use more than two colors or more than three colors, you'll need to keep them close so that the balloon will actually be able to touch all of them, and it will do the painting for us. This is really cool. You don't need a paintbrush. I think we're learning different ways to paint. Every time I do painting activities, I try and show you something different, because maybe you don't want to do paintbrushes. Maybe you want to do something a little bit different this time. So now I'm going to take some pink, and I'm going to add some pink to this one. And you can add as many colors as you want. These ones I actually did all 5 colors. I think these ones, I'm going to do 4 colors, but I'm going to do different colors, just so we can see what the effect looks like. It's hard to just get a little bit of paint out because more of it wants to come out. So I did some pink in those ones, so I'm going to do some blue in these ones. And then we're going to use the balloon to create these fabulous flowers. Alrighty. Mother Nature has the best color combinations in the world. If you drive by someplace where somebody has a lot of flowers in their garden, you will see the most amazing colors. And you never know what you're going to see. One week you might see purples and pinks and yellows, and the next week you might see orange and white and red. Like every couple of weeks, different flowers come up, and they're all different colors. So let's see, we've got purple, pink, and yellow there, purple, blue, and yellow there. Let's add a little bit of green to this one, and a little bit of green to this one. So I'm just very gently squeezing it, just getting a couple of tiny little drops, because we don't want too much paint. So I'll put a little bit of green on this one too. And then comes the fun part. We don't have a brush, we have a balloon, and the balloon is squishy. So the cool thing about this is you're just going to take your balloon and hold it by the knotted part where you blow it up. I'm like, what is that thing called? The end of the balloon and the tip of the balloon. Woo! And then you're just going to give it a little bit of a squeeze, and you're going to gently, when I say gently, I mean just gently, because if you smash this balloon down into this paint, paint's going to fly everywhere and you're going to have a huge mess, and that is not going to make the adults in your home very happy at all. So we're just going to take the balloon and gently press down and look at my beautiful flower. And the neat thing about the balloons, oh look, I made a flower on my balloon too. You can use the balloons multiple times because there's different areas. Oh, that one turned out pretty too. I'm just going to do them all quickly. This is called balloon dip painting because you're just dipping your balloon into the paint and it's spreading it all out. Let's try the end of this one and see what kind of flower we get. Oh, that's cool. Now that balloon is covered in paint, so I'm just going to move it out of the way for a minute. And I'm going to show you, look at the color combinations I have. These look like pansies to me. Pansies have purple and yellow and black in them. And this is kind of the effect, that's the shape that they are. So you can look at them and go, okay, I like the way that looks. Or if you want, you could add a little bit more paint and dab them again. So I'm going to add a little bit more paint to that one because I want to make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to do one in the center. I think I'm just going to do yellow. And I'm going to take the teal or the turquoise because it's my favorite color. And instead of using a bunch of different colors on this one, I'm just going to use the turquoise and the yellow and see how that turns out. So instead of doing little dots, I'm actually going to go around the yellow spot with the paint just like that. Okay. See how that turned out. We're going to do one more over here. Let's do one with a blue center. I wonder what that would look like if we have a blue center. And then maybe we'll use some yellow dots and some pink dots because pink is nice and bright. These colors are so cheerful. It makes me happy to see them. And once you get the flowers looking the way you want them, then you can just take a green marker or a crayon or a colored pencil and draw the stems on them. So, your flowers will be complete. All right, so now I'm going to take this balloon, and it's a little bit bigger than the other one. I put a little more air in this, so it's a little bit firmer. So let's see what happens when we use this balloon. Let's see what kind of reaction we get. So I used less paint, but I'm using a bigger balloon. So let's see. Ooh, I kind of like that one. All right, let's try our green and yellow one and see how that one turned out. Oh, look at that. Those are really awesome. I like, oh, I forgot I added blue to this one. So let's see. That one actually looks like it's got blue leaves on it now. All right, look at all the different colors. Those are fabulous flowers. And the neat thing about this is you can do it more than one time. You can change up the colors a little bit. If you look at something and you think, oh, I want a little bit more blue in that, you can add a little bit more blue and then dab it in. You can use lots of colors or you can use just a few colors. Then you take your marker and you draw some leaves. And every plant has different shaped leaves on them. So we're going to do some with big leaves and some with small leaves and some that just have leaves like that. Oh, my green marker's running out. I picked one of the wrong markers. All right, let me see. We're going to do a long stem on this one. We're going to do long, skinny leaves on that. I really like that turquoise and yellow one. I wish I could find flowers in real life that are actually that color because I think they would look awesome in my backyard. Do you guys have flowers at your house? Does anybody at your house grow stuff? I wonder if you guys did the painted flower pot activity that I did about a month ago now, and you had sunflower seeds in your pot. I wonder how your sunflowers are growing. Mine are about this tall. They're in my office window and they're getting so tall that I'm going to have to soon take them home and plant them in my garden because they're outgrowing the pot. The pot was really tiny and the flowers that we put in it are going to end up very large. So, oops, I just touched that in the other paint. But that is how our balloon dipped flowers turned out. It's so easy to do this. Balloons, paint, and a piece of paper or a canvas even, and you can do this. You can even do this on fabric if you had fabric paint, if you wanted to decorate a pillowcase or a t-shirt or something. But that's how my beautiful flowers have turned out today. I hope you guys will share some photos with me if you are doing this activity at home. I would love to see. You see those ones, I used all 5 colors, so those flowers are a lot larger. The paint was spread out more because I used more, and these ones are a little bit smaller. And you can experiment to try different colors and different shapes. You could even do tulips. You could do all sorts of things. So please share your photos with me so all of your friends can see them too. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye-bye.